Well, hi. It's Gretchen back for another day on live with this 7 day challenge, stream live for 7 days from Pat Flynn and with Ecamm. I do use Ecamm for all my streaming and recording kind of things that I do for video. Anyway, today is the 6th day of 7. Is it the 6th or is it the 5th? No, today's the 5th day. Whew. Oh yeah, tomorrow's day 6 of 7. And uh, I I'm going through photos that are anywhere from 11 to maybe 8 years old. 8 years old to 11 years old. I'm looking at them to see if they are ones I want to revisit, what I need to pull and sort, if some that I might need to re-edit. But really what I'm doing is looking at those that were done with my Canon EF 400DO f4 IS lens. Yeah, that's a mouthful. It's a diffractive optics lens. They only make a couple of them. They at the EFs they only had a couple. They had the 400 and they had the 7300, of which I had both. Um, oh God, my sister Sarah is giving me a countdown to my birthday on Sunday. Funny. I did the same thing to her but anyway, at one time. So squirrel here. Anyway, this is from the 400. It was a favorite lens of mine. I sold it, and that's the way it goes. But now what I'm doing is I'm going through the 1100 photos that I took down to the pics. I got down to 195, and I'm going through those pics down to selects, those that I might consider editing, looking at again, doing something if I put them on my site, or are they do I need to change the way I edited them? Edited them. I hate processed them. It was easier in the darkroom. You processed them. You were still doing the whole thing, but this was processing them. How has that changed with the new tools? But now I'm at a dilemma because where I'm going to start right now in Lightroom with these final is I'm taking a step into one of my favorite places in the world, and that is Yellowstone National Park. I'm hoping I will get through these with 2 selects at least done by the 7th day and not torment you with all kinds of long term on these. But Yellowstone was the first place I encountered a bear in the wild. And it was kind of life-changing. I was like, oh my gosh, there is a bear like 25 feet away from me. Oh my gosh. She's just a female black bear just foraging for berries and stuff in the spring. And grasses didn't really give a hoot about us. She was just off the side of the road. It's also the first place I encountered moose, and I knew full well to stay much further away from them than even than a bear, especially since it was 2 females and a young moose. I where I grew up, I was used to coyote and elk. I grew up in Eastern Washington. coyote were all over the place, and then elk. There was a place where they actually fed the wild elk, not too far. I used to go stop there on the way back from different things, going up the skiing and stuff like that. It was always one of those fun things. They were behind, but there were herds of them. So those kind of things, the coyote and the elk were not as impactful as me as seriously driving along the road and telling to my husband, just stop, there's a bear. And he stopped, and I jumped out of the car with my camera, and he's like, Gretchen, it's a bear. And I'm going, yes, it's a bear. Very different thoughts. His process was for me to get back in the car. Me was for me to stand by the car with the door open behind it and photograph. Different, it was safe. I was very safe, but yeah, I love them. And Yellowstone is a place that you can, the wonder of the whole geology of it. I've always kind of been a geology nut since I was a little kid. My grandfather took me rock hounding and stuff like that. But the wildlife and the whole just gorgeousness of the whole area is something else. So here I am. This was a trip. This was with this lens. So long story short, stories, which one to tell? So these photos were taken on was it my second or third trip to Yellowstone? This one was in the fall. We were camping in early October, October 8th, which is the last. Usually they close the campgrounds down by October 15th. There's just, the weather's too unpredictable. The roads start to get closed too shortly after that, until they can the snow sleds get going on them. But so here, who knows what kind of stories I have to tell, and I have to look at these and decide which are the stories I want to tell. And you would think that by honing the pictures down, I would be narrowing it down, but as I look at them, I just keep remembering all kinds of wonderful things. So we're going to just try to go. I'm just going to try to select some and see where I go from there. So the selection process right now is what I'm doing is I'm going to give a 5 to the ones I want to keep for the select. Doesn't mean they're a 5 photo. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but that's my way. It's either a nothing or a 5. It's a really easy way to do it. Right now, I'm using Scott Kelby's SLIM method. Now, okay, I can tell that the middle lower one was already edited, and so was several of these may have been. My favorite is actually so the one in the upper, okay, there it is. That's what has happened. The upper right corner has been, oh, these all have, so I'm gonna set the rating to 0. Oops, to 4. Hold it. What's going on? If I go to 4, yeah, it set it all to 4. Okay, good. There we go. We'll just set them all to 1, and so I can tell that the one in the upper right has been edited and cropped. It's also had some color shift into it, and so is the lower left. They're the same. They have some distraction in the back. This one is the same. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this one. And I'm going to get rid of these two. This one I'm going to look at again because I may have to color correct, so I'm going to give those guys the 5s. All right. There. And this is the upper basin there. Nope. Nope. Okay. I'm going to have to come back. Like I said, I'm going to come back through these pics for stock photos. Right now, I'm not looking for stock photos. So I said, did I say that once before? This is just from the bridge that goes across the Firehole River that you walk across this bridge to go over to where Grand Prismatic is. Guy was fishing water. There's thermal, that waterfall that from the time before was coming down right on the right side of this photo is where that waterfall comes down into the Firehole River right there. And so it's warm. So even though it was about probably, I don't know, maybe 28 degrees outside, he was still able to be in the warm water and go fishing. It's kind of fun. Like that. Oh, this is that whole set of coyotes. I think I have cajillion of coyotes, don't I? I already have a bunch of these. Let's see. Yeah, I do. Hey, buddies, let's go see what you all doing. Yeah. Okay. He didn't do anything. Oops. Whoop, go. Yeah, can you read that one? These, these will end up being, nope, I don't like that one. Okay. We'll take those and I'll sort those down more later. These are those ducks in that river. I want to abstract this one. That's what I want to do with that one. Look at how dark the skies are on this. Yeah. Okay. I actually don't really like that one. I actually kind of like yeah, that's the one. I kind of like the dark sky, and I like the, and how close are these guys the same? Oh, different. one. Not so hot on that one either. Boring. What are these? Oh, okay. Nope. 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 Okay. And let's see, where was I? There. These guys are in Madison River. This is again stock photography. That I'll come back to. What's that? Oh, that's that weird thing that I did. Oh, these are okay. Now we're out of Yellowstone. All right, I'm done with Yellowstone. I have a lot of work to do in Yellowstone. These are like those cormorants. If you watched my stuff the other day, you know that down around the point across the, we were on, first moved out here, our neighbors took us out on their boat down around to see where the cormorant rookery is. Now that I see all of these, that's a no. The only one I like, really. See what you can do. Oops. Yeah. Okay. That's the one. Okay. Yep. And which one of those? Are they the same? Are they the same? They could be the same photo. Which one's that? Okay. I think they're the same, but I'll take them both just for now. Okay. Then I got these guys. Okay. This one I've already got. Okay. No on that. Don't like that one. So I'm just, what I do is I just X them out when I don't want them. That one I kind of like. This one, no. Too much. No. Those two, we'll keep it. All right. Now we'll go to these three. Oh, let's do these five. Tired of cormorants. Nope. 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 And nope, 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 and nope. Okay, none of those were any good. And let's see, where am I? What's this? Oh, somebody canoeing. And I like that one. And I like that one. Don't want those guys. Okay. Oh, here we had the sea lions. Okay, we figured out they were sea lions. I was arguing with myself yesterday that they were seals, not sea lions, but they bark. Seals don't bark. Seals whistle. These guys bark, like loud bark. Like you can hear them. I mean, I'm 5 miles away from them, and I can hear them. Probably if I stuck my head out the window right now, out the door, I could hear them barking across the bay. I kind of like, just for a set for the story, is this one. I'll keep that one as a story set. That one I already got. I like that. This one, I like that. I did in black and white. I like that. What is that? Oh, is there a wire there? And looks like a dinosaur. Like I said, they look like dinosaurs. I could do a cormorants or dinosaur because, they are the closest relatives to dinosaurs we still have. These guys prove it. Okay. That I don't know. Okay, sailboat stuff. Sailboats. Come on. There they are. Why? I obviously have done stuff to some of them. Okay, this is no good. This one's no good because it has my silly old watermark in it. This one too. That's the original. Boy, that one needs some work. Well, we'll put them both in because... Yeah. No, we won't because that's not as good enough separation. Okay, that's there. Okay. And there. Is this the last one? Oh, are you kidding? Am I done with there? Really? Oh, that would be awesome. I might have gotten through these. Hello. Okay, now let's go to Edit. Select all. Okay, and then Edit, then... Oh, hold it. No, select none. Oh. Select by flip. There we go. There we go. And then, hang on. Did I have that? Oh, it is. Oh, good. I have it. See, here, let me show you what I did. You can see down here. The selects, I've put a plus sign there. I made it the target catalog. So then all I have to do is go up here to photo and say add to target collection. Boom. And now the target collection has 107 in it. Oh, that didn't do a very good job. I only eliminated like barely 90, little less than 90. 87. That's not good. I am not editing 107 photos. Whoa. Okay, this is not supposed to be in there. Make this to 1 and remove from collection. There we go. So now I'm going to look just as this as a blanket look. I can see right here that I have some that are duplicates. So let's go see what this is. That's copy 5. That's copy 6. What the heck? I wonder where its location is. See, that's what I'm going to try to do right now. I'm going to try to find out. Oh, select none. Photo. Select none. Okay, there we go. Whew. That's my problem. Let's look at this again and go to where did it go? There it is. Okay, this is copy 5. My problem is sometimes they ended up on different drives. Folder file would be. Well, that's not what I need to really worry about right now, but I will get to that. These guys are all. Oh, these are in Whidbey West Bay. Okay. Spun gold in waves. All right. Well, there it is. I have gotten through them down to selects. As you can see, sometimes when you get sentimental about stuff, you get things in there that really shouldn't be. And these two are the same, I see. One's been edited and one has not. This one right here, I'm going to change it to a 4 and I'm going to remove it from the collection. And then I'm going to go to remove from collection. There we go. Oops, what happened? Oh, that's okay. Remove from collection. There. Oh, that one too. Yay. Okay. So that one's been edited. This guy doesn't need to be. It needs to be removed from collection. There we go. Okay. All right. It'll work. It will work. Sometimes you can see that I cropped so much. What I'm trying to do is that some of these are virtual copies, and what I'd like to do is find the original and just keep that one. But I'm leery about getting rid of stuff that I did editing on. But why is this still in here? This is a remove from collection. No, go to here. Come on. Oh, come on. See, that's a thing I did. Definitely. It's a TIFF thing. Remove from collection. There we go. I was many years ago. I was making some weird posters things. Who knows what I was imbibing in when I did that one. But okay, it's done. So I've gone from 1108 down to 103 right now in there. That's not quite what I'd hoped to do. I'd hoped to get more, but like a lot of these, I thought it was, some of these are all stock photos. Like, yeah. I was doing, I at one point said, oh, I'm going to put stock photos in. And then at another point I said, no, I'm not going to put stock photos in. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back on this set tomorrow and make a stock photo and put them in that possible stock. So I wonder, do I have, oh, I have stock, don't I? Intended background, stock possible. Oh, I see. Now, why are the grandkids in there? Why are, no, Ava's. You got to make up your mind, Gretchen, and stick to the rules. Stick to the rules. Make some rules. That's, if I can give you, if you're watching this and you think, what is she babbling about? Trust me, if you can make up a set of rules for yourself and stick to them, or else you find somebody who has a set of rules already and take those and adapt them to yours before you start this kind of thing, it will make life a whole lot easier for me. It's gotten much easier since I started doing the Slim System, and I took over Scott. I took Scott Kelby's way of organizing things. It's been much better for me. But that was only like 2 years ago. There's 20 years before that of chaos, and that I'm working through bit by bit to put into other things. And these are, why are, oh, that's artwork that's been places, public that are going in. Okay. DO lens. See, and then I still have this guy to do. This is the 7300, and it has twice as many. It has 2650 in there, and I loved it too. But it got some use. It's a lens that slips and slides and gotten really soft, but it's got some cool stuff, and it'll be a good one to go through for a lot of stock. But it has some very cool sunset stuff like that. I like that one, but still a little soft. Anyway, what I'm going to do, so these selects from I'm going to do something. I'm going to go into develop here, one thing, and I'm going to do a denoise on it. Okay, and then I'm going to select all, and I'm going to sync, and I'm going to sync none of this stuff. I'm going to sync denoise, lens correction, none of this, and none of this. I'm only going to do that, and I'm going to synchronize that across all of them and see if that will work. At least if I get that first pass done on denoise, because that's one of the things that it, does no good to mask and crop and sharpen denoise. I'll just denoise, and it's synchronizing those settings now. We'll see how that goes. So, because then what I can do is through that, hopefully it will denoise them, and then I can take a look at them and say, okay, where do I want to start? And do I want to do any of these? It will also look at those that are already pre-edited, and it'll give me an alert on them with the new Lightroom on whether or not they need to be changed, the layering on how the masks were done. Because that's kind of one of the things that it does. It's synchronizing. It's not quick. Anyway, but I'm going to not make you sit here and watch that and come back tomorrow if you want to see how they look like synced. I will probably post, let's see. Yep, afternoon. It'll be after 4 most likely. Yeah, probably around 4:30 because I'll be done with class. And then I'll do this. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for being here. This is like lessons learned. It's I really do appreciate if you've dropped in and seen this and done a like, anything, comments, any kind of little bits, fast forwarded, seen through things, seen what you're doing. If there's any little bits that you saw that you thought, oh, that's a cool idea to do, way to do it, let me know. If you have a better idea or another idea that you think might work better for me, I'm not going to say better idea, I'm just going to say an idea that you think might work more smoothly or in a different way, let me know there too. I'm open to those kind of suggestions if I'd get on the right camera. I thought I was, but I wasn't. Like I said, I'm open to those kind of suggestions. And we'll see, because there's always a chance. There's always a chance that someone out there has an idea that will work better than me. I'd prefer it if it was an idea that you came up with from your own brain rather than present me with one that was generated solely through AI. That's just my own personal preference, is that the steps that I take start from my own critical thinking. It may be a question that I present to AI with some thoughts to it, but I'm not going to ask it to flat out give me the steps before I've done any information on the criteria first or whatever else. Anyway, the kernel of thought has to come from a human brain in my mind. I know, old school, but that's the way. Anyway, thanks for being here. And, get creative, grab your camera, go out, look for the things, look up, look down, look all around, because the beauty is hidden in plain sight, and then maybe take out some old photos and see what's there and what you might have missed and what the new technology or your new eye has to say about them. You never know. Alrighty. Catch you next time. Thanks.